everybody, it's Cassie from Southeast by Midwest, and today we are going to be talking about some CoverGirl products. Now, I do want to mention ahead of time that some of these products actually were sent to me from Influenster. Hang on, my hair is getting a little thick and hot on that side. But some of the products were actually sent to me from Influenster for free to review. However, my opinions are always my own. It does not matter if a company sent me a product or a third party sent me a product. I'm still going to tell you my honest opinion of the product. So I do want to mention that. However, I did purchase some of these on my own as well, and we're going to talk about those also. So we're going to jump in, and the first thing we're going to talk about is one of the products that Influencer sent me, which is the CoverGirl Plumpify Blast Pro Mascara. And that looks like that. And forgive my nails, tomorrow's nail day at school, so I see no point in doing them if I'm just going to have to take it off and redo them tomorrow. But I'm going to pull the wand out. Okay, so this is the wand on this. And it swirls. And my problem with this mascara is that, first off, I don't know if you can see how much product is on there, but it is gunky. I mean, so gunky. And for my eyes, I have like a smaller eye area. I don't know if you can tell, but it is hard for some of these big, huge wands to get up in there and not get all over my face. So with this, I found that the formula, it wasn't the best, and neither was the wand. I still prefer the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, the green tube, and there are, of course, other mascaras that I find are way better than this. It was not my favorite at all, so there's that. It does say about this that the mascara is supposed to make the lashes look darker. It did do that, and it's supposed to make them fuller and more voluminous. You need to lift them from the root. The brush has a unique mix of conical bristles and fins that will grip, lift, load, and comb lashes for 50 times more volume. Like I said, I just think their own mascara, their other mascara, the Lash Blast Clump Crusher, does such a better job of doing all of that without having a ridiculously huge wand. So the next product is the CoverGirl Oh Sugar Lip Balm, and I was sent shade 3 Caramel, or Caramel, however you want to pronounce it. It says about this that you pamper your lips with an indulgent lip balm, Oh Sugar, made with ultra-rich ingredients such as grapeseed oil, avocado butter, vitamin C and E, and leaves your lips with a hint of a tint. We dare you to compare to a $20 balm. Alright, so with this one, now, here's where buying a few of my own things comes in at. I did make a stop at my Walgreens, and I did pick up 2 of my own of these because I'm just not a nude shade type of person. I prefer my pinks. If you've been around, you know I love me a pink lipstick. So I went and picked up the shade Taffy and the shade Punch, just so that, I wouldn't let the color influence my opinions. So I'm going to swatch all 3 of these for you. And we're going to start at the top with Caramel. I did 3 strokes. So as you can see, that is a very nude shade. And that's what, but it looks much darker in the tube than what shows on your hand. Alright, we'll do the next darkest one, which is shade 4 Taffy. And this one has seen a much love. I have used this one. To compare it, this is Taffy and this is Caramel. So you can see they're almost close in shade. Alright, so this is Taffy. I'm going to show you as I swipe. That's 1 swipe right there. That's 2, and I did 3 on the other one, so that's a 3rd swipe. So you can build the color. And as you can see, that one is a bit more kind of your lips, but better kind of peachy shade, even though it looks pale pink on here. Now, here's the one. This is shade Punch Cocktail. No, just Punch. Okay. This is number 6. And this is what this one looks like. This one is a little bit more accurate to what's in the tube. That's 1. And that was 3 because I went back and forth. Now this one on me makes me look like a clown. It looks like clown lips. Like I took a big old drink of Kool-Aid and it got all over my lips. And this one I have to be full face glam up in order to be able to wear this. I cannot wear it barefaced. Now this one, I actually keep this in my backpack and I apply it all the time. Now here's my opinion of these. They are super moisturizing going on. The color payoff is great. It is buildable. They can get a little gritty throughout the day. I don't know if that's like the sugar or whatever in there, if it even has sugar in there. I don't know what it is that makes them that gritty, but they do get gritty. However, it really doesn't affect me that much because by the time they hit that grit mark, they've already started to break down. So I'm already kind of blotting and reapplying as it is. So, which brings me to my next point. These do not wear that well. They come off when drinking, they come off when eating. My lips does not suck up the color as much as it does with some other things, which you'll see in another video. But I would not say that they are better than some of the higher end lip balms colored lip balms that I have tried. So I don't know if it's just my lips that is an issue for, or if it's other people as well. If you've tried these, make sure to leave me a comment down below letting me know how they work for you. And while I was at the store, I did decide to go on ahead and pick up a few of the, quote, True Naked palettes, which, as we know, are as it says, shades like a leading $50 eyeshadow palette. Do we want to guess who they're talking about there? This is the nudes, and this is the roses. Now, I will say I have used these. And it has the shade names on the back. So we're going to break into the nudes. I'm not going to swatch all of them because I might actually do a swatch video of them by themselves. So I'm not going to get into all of them, but I am going to swatch like a shimmer shade and a matte shade. Alright, so I'm going to go into this matte shade right here. And then I'm going to go into a light shimmer and a dark shimmer. And for the light shimmer, I'm going to go into this kind of pink one. And for the dark one, I'm going to go into this last one. So we're going to do 3 shades. This is the light shimmer. And I am going to swipe it. That is the matte. And that's the dark shimmer. And I just lost their little brush. And there we go. Alright, so for this palette, I found that with these colors, the mattes are kind of good. The light shimmer is really good. But when you get into the darker shades, they kind of lose the effect. And they tend to go a little muddy. I do not think this compares to the $50 palettes. I'm sorry. Which I do have another video coming up about that. But I just don't think that, one, with the blending, the matte shades do get lost in transition. For instance, if I was to use like this pale shade here, and I'm telling you this from experience, and I wanted to blend this lighter matte shade with this little bit darker matte shade here, which, let me open these so you can kind of see these better. So if I was to use this one, and then I was to take this one and blend it into this one here would get totally lost in translation. I mean, it dies. It goes away. It's not there. And then when you start adding in these 2 shades down here, they kind of get muddy and it makes the whole look go really, really muddy. Now, if you were to stick to just like these shimmer shades down here, like this one, this shade is a gorgeous shade. I mean, it is excellent. However, I don't think it's worth the price of the palette for one eyeshadow that is that small. I'd rather just buy the single of it. So especially for this palette, I do not think that the comparison is there. Now, the nudes palette, let's talk about that. All right, let me take this brush out ahead of time because it's going to go flying all over the floor and I'm going to have to chase it down. So we're going to take that out. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab this shimmer shade here. I'm going to grab this matte shade here. And I'm going to grab the darkest shade in the palette. And this time I'm going to show you swipe. That's the light shimmer. That is the light matte. And that is the dark shade. Ooh. Had to blow it off there. Alright, so here we go. I still think that the matte shades tend to get a bit lost on there. But this one, it does not have the same problem with the muddiness that the other palette has. I do think that this is a better comparison to the Naked Basics palette. However, I have not tried that one yet to tell you if this actually compares really well to that. I'll have to kind of do a comparison video on those later. But I will say that this palette, if I'm going to choose between these palettes, I would say leave the roses behind, go on ahead and pick up that $50 palette, and instead, if you're going to go with one, go with the nudes. It is far superior. It is worth the price that they are charging for this one. But like I said, I don't know how it compares. I do think the shadows, you know, like the black, it does do very, very well from this palette. So I really like this. So that is my little review of some of these CoverGirl products. Let me know. You may not agree. You may absolutely love these. You may hate all of them. Who knows? So let me know in the comments down below what you think of them. And make sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos. Make sure to follow me on the social media link down below. Subscribe to the newsletter, which I now link down below. And until next time, bye.